Hi everyone, what's good, what's Gucci, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this video. So today I'm doing my makeup, just my everyday makeup look. So since you already are zoomed in pretty close to my face, let me just tie this hair back and we shall get it rolling. So if you can see, I have some action happening on my chin area here. My chin. These are my cheeks. This is my chin. This is my chin. My chin area has a little bit of spots. My cheek areas do. My forehead ain't looking so well. So we're gonna cover all that up and looking real nice. If you notice, I have glasses on. So I do have a mirror here. So, oh look, it's you guys. Wait. Where's the camera on this thing? Wait. Yeah, so I have a mirror here, so if you see me looking in that, that's there. And this is my makeup bag. Yes, it's pretty small. It's a small makeup bag. I don't have a lot of makeup because, you know, I'm trying to save my money. But I do have a new product here. It is the Super Sponge. I saw Tati Westbrook. She did a review on this, so I was like, So like I had to try it out for myself. I just got this in the mail yesterday. I already took it out of the bag, but I just put it back in the bag for like this video. It is still dry. I have not used it yet. So basically, on the back of the thing, it says this sponge won't suck. That's what she said. So it is non-absorbent, gives you 2 to 4 times more foundation coverage, expands when wet, it has a longer lifespan, it's marshmallow soft, antibacterial, and it comes a little scrubby. So when you clean it, you can use the scrubby. But that's fine. And it is latex free and cruelty free. So yeah. This company has not actually launched yet. This was like a pre-order, so you had to still pre-order it. Well, I had to still pre-order it, but I don't know if you have to still pre-order it now. So this is what the sponge looks like. It's just purple and it has like a little bit of sparkly reflect on it. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but in person it has like a little bit of sparkly reflex on it. So I'm gonna go and wet it, but when I start like doing my foundation and stuff, but that's not the first step. So this is my little brush bag where I put all my brushes. When I started like getting into makeup was when I was in high school, and Larua Lee still had a brush collection with Morphe, but she doesn't anymore. So the first step that I do is that I take my glasses off, and I can't even see myself in the viewfinder anymore. That's how bad my eyesight is. So I just use this mirror because I can actually see myself in this mirror. So the first thing that I use is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is actually, I just got this because they just restocked this after like Jeffree Star did a review on this, comparing this primer to the Tatcha one. So yes, I've been using it. If you look in the pan there, there's like mostly half of it is gone. So I'm just gonna, I did wash my face before this and did put moisturizer on. I just didn't put sunscreen on, but I should probably start doing that since it's like summertime and all that jazz. So I'm just gonna use my mirror here so I can actually see myself. So we're just gonna rub that on the skin. So when you first use this primer, it will look a little bit white. It's a little bit white on me, but if you give it time, it will dry down. But that's good, especially if you're a darker skin tone and you're like, oh my gosh, it's white. Just give it time. It will melt down on your skin and from like the heat of your face and your fingers. Also, I didn't do this, but before you like touch your face, you should always wash your hands because you have like bacteria from like whatever you were doing previously. So I suggest that. So since that's done, I'm gonna put that away. And I don't think a lot of people know about this step is color correcting. So basically, like on the color wheel, the opposite like cancels it. So for red, the opposite of the color wheel is green. So I'm just gonna use this color correcting stick from e.l.f. It's green. I'm pretty sure you can see that. So I'm just gonna use my mirror because I can't see myself in the viewfinder. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of green wherever there's red on my face, which is like spots where I have acne scarring, acne, on my chin area there. So yeah, so that's that. I have green spots all over my face, but don't worry because that'll be gone in a few minutes. Okay, next up is my foundation, and I use the Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation. It's oil-free, 14-hour wear, oil controlling, and photo-friendly. I have combination skin, which basically means like most of my face except my T-zone area gets oily, but since it's summertime, my face is gonna get a little bit more oily. This is my second bottle. I'm in the shade Almond, and also I have, when you're buying foundation, you wanna focus on what kind of skin type you have, and then also your undertones. So I have neutral undertones, which Almond is for a neutral undertone. Sorry, excuse me. I just ate lunch, so. Whew. Anyways, so you want to focus on what skin type you have and also your undertone. So the three skin types are dry skin, combination skin, and oily skin. So if you have oily skin, you want a more mattifying foundation. If you have combination skin like I do, you want more of like a soft matte, but nothing like too matte, so your skin doesn't like need like more like moisturizer basically. And then if you have dry skin, you want like a more like hydrating foundation in a sense. So if you have more dry skin, I suggest another foundation from Too Faced. It's the Born This Way foundation. So that's also a good one too. So anyway, since it's the foundation step, I'm gonna go and wet this sponge and see. Don't. I have my stuff on like a prop up table because I'm shooting this in my basement. So I'm gonna go and wet this sponge and I'll be right back. I'm back. The sponge is wet. Once you get it wet, you can like really feel like the silicone-y like thing that's like covering it, because this is like, it has like a top layer of silicone. But once you get it wet, you can like really feel the silicone on it. So I'm just gonna pump a few pumps on the back of my hand. Oh, this is what the shade looks like. It's a little bit runny, so I'm just not gonna hold that up for very long because I know it's runny. Okay, so I'm gonna take the super sponge and tap it in and start. Tapping that into my face. So So right off the bat, I can feel that it's like a little bit like rougher than like the original Beauty Blender. And I don't even use the original Beauty Blender. I use like an Eco Tools one because it's less expensive. Even though I have the original Beauty Blender, it's just like kind of a hassle to use. Don't forget to drag it down your neck. Okay, so I'm just taking the butt end now because the butt end is like more of like the spongy material. And I'm just like going over it. This foundation, by the way, is a medium coverage foundation, so, but I like to build it up to a full coverage, usually. Just making sure all the green spots are blended. My nose area is like a little bit tricky, so I'm just going to take a few extra pumps and just like tap it into the places I want a little bit more coverage, which is like where my pimples are and my chin area. So basically just all over my face. Because usually I do like 2 coats with this foundation because it is a medium coverage, but it's definitely buildable to a full coverage. But I definitely feel like I'm using a lot less foundation with this sponge. Or at least I think I am. Just using the butt end again. And going over the places. Just making sure everything is blended out all nicely. Okay. So that's the foundation using the super sponge. You can only use this sponge, well, I'll try it with my concealer, but mostly you only use it with your foundation, which is fine. Where is my concealer? Concealer! So for concealer, I use the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I'm in the shade Porcelain. I use this concealer because in Canada, I'm from Canada, hello Americans and other people, because in Canada, they don't sell the Too Faced, no, not the Too Faced, the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, because like I heard all the rave about this like concealer on the internet and like YouTube and stuff. And I want to just try it out for myself. Because me being more into makeup now than I am, I wanted to try it. And when I went to Sephora, they're like, oh yeah, we don't sell it here. But this is like the next best thing that we have. So I was like, okay. So I just put that all under my under eyes, and I did a little bit of highlighting with my chin and my nose and my forehead area. So I'm just gonna blend this out with the super sponge. I don't know how well it's gonna blend out, but we'll see what happens. But I put like the same amount of concealer that I usually use. And also, for concealer, I bring it up to my eyes as well. And I use it for my eye primer, for my eyeshadow. I'm just gonna use the butt end for this for the sponge because it's kind of like not safe for the silicone end to be near my eyes. I don't want to accidentally poke myself. Anyways, concealer is all blended out, and next step is powder. And where's my other tool? Here it is. So this is the Eco Tools blender that I was talking about earlier. And for powder, I use the Maybelline New York Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade Fair Light, or number 10, for your reference or buying needs. So this is where it can get a little bit messy because this is a loose powder. It can get like fairly like everywhere, and especially on your clothing. So you just want to be very, very careful when you're using this powder. And even though I try to be very, very careful, for some reason it always ends up on my clothing. So you just want to take this edge of the sponge, which I do, and press it into the powder. And just press it along where the concealer was. And just set the concealer. And also what I like about this tool is it has that big flat end, but also a smaller end as well. I did not get a lot of the powder on my shirt, and I'm very happy with myself. Okay, and then I just take a brush. This is the Morphe M536 brush, and then I just take it in the powder, and I tap off a lot of the excess powder. I mean, like, a lot. Like, look at that. You can see, like, little... I don't know if you can see that on the screen, but, like, powder is literally flying off. And I just take that and I put that on my chin, my nose, and my forehead because that's where I get most oily. Okay. So since my powder is done, I'm gonna move on to the eyebrows. So luckily for me, sorry, I was just like, some of the powder got onto my shorts, but I can deal with that later. Luckily for me, I actually like my eyebrows, so when I use like an eyebrow pencil, but I don't really use a lot of eyebrow products anymore. I literally just take a spoolie and just like swoosh it into place. Cause I have actually a lot of like natural eyebrow hair. So I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing necessarily. Oh, if you hear footsteps upstairs, that's my brother. He's home. So yeah. Okay, since that is done, we will move on to eyeshadow. Here it is. Nope, I did not grab it. Eyeshadow. So I use the L'Oreal Paris single shadows, and this is the shade Amber Rush. I literally just use this all over my eyes. It's only like one color. So, where's that darn brush? Here it is. So I'm going to take an R39 from Morphe. It's just a little eyeshadow brush here. So you just take it, and there's a little stopper thing. You don't dispose of that. And I just dip it into the little thing here. And I tap off the excess. And then I just put it all over my eyes, basically. Oh yeah, if you're wondering, my hair was wet. I showered, but I let my hair air dry. So, yeah. So I just take that all over my eyes and in my crease and wherever else you would put eyeshadow. Actually, I found out about this from Larua Lee as well. But, yeah, these single shadows from L'Oreal Paris have been around for like since ever. I messed up. You messed up. Yes, I did. My left eye is always like more difficult than my right eye because I can I can't see as well like out of my right eye than I do my left eye, which is kind of like annoying. Anyways, so that's my eyeshadow. My eyelids are like different like shapes in a sense, which is like kind of annoying. Anyways, on to mascara. And mascara, we have the Volumizing Lash Paradise. I think that's from L'Oreal as well. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. But what I do is that I take like a lot of the excess like mascara that's on the wand and I just like run it against the mascara like tube thing, because there's so much like excess like gunk on it. I actually saw someone do this in a movie and I was like, oh my gosh, it's actually so smart. So I started doing it. So here's the mascara, here's the wand. I like mess up on this part. I like smudge it onto like my eyelid sometimes and it's kind of like really annoying. I'm probably gonna do it right now. Watch me not do it and me like actually be like proud of myself. Anyways, I always make a weird face when I'm putting mascara on. I feel like everybody does, but whatever. Also, when you're doing mascara, you want to like move like not up and down, sideways a little bit, so it helps with like getting like the chunks out, because this mascara does clump. So you want to move sideways and up. So just do the other eye. And for me, I was like born with pretty long eyelashes anyways. So I don't put like fake eyelashes on. And also I don't really know how. And also like it kind of terrifies me just like putting anything like near my eye. That's why I don't have contact lenses. But I feel like contact lenses would like make my life like easier in a sense. So I wouldn't have to like clean my glasses all the time. Anyways, so the mascara is done. I don't do eyeliner anyways, because like I just said, I don't really put anything near my eyes other than like mascara and like eyeshadow. Anyways, on to the rest of the face and the lips. Sorry, I'm just getting the products out. Where is, there it is. artichoke. It's all in there. So, what I usually do now is that I take a lip scrub from Lush, and this is the chocolate one. But also I usually take, I didn't bring it downstairs because I'm filming in my basement. But I usually try to get like the foundation off my lips if it got onto my lips. So I just like take a little bit on the finger and just go with that on the skin of my lips. And it's completely fine and edible to like eat. But you know, just be careful. So I'm just gonna bronze up, and this is the broader bronzer from Physicians Formula everyone's raving about. Blah blah blah. So I'm just gonna take a Morphe R14 brush that I use for my bronzer, and I tap off the excess because this bronzer is very like powdery, and then I just bronze my face and around the chin as well. And around the forehead. And now just the bronzer. And then for blush, I use the Milani Boom Blossom Time Rose blush. It has like a little bit of gold reflex in it. I'll show you guys in like a second, but I feel like this is about to fall out of the pan. I don't know if you can see the little like gold reflex on it, but it has a little bit of gold reflex, which I love. So I'm just going to take a Morphe E4 brush and just dip that in there and just smile and put it on the apples of my cheeks. Everybody, it stopped recording. Love that. Anyways, where was I? Oh yes, I'm taking my Morphe highlighter in the shade Extra. Looks like this, has a little mirror on it. I'm taking a Morphe R36 brush and just dipping that into the highlighter. And I love this, that has a mirror too. So I'm just putting that on the high ends of my face. And a little bit on my nose, my chin, and on the top of my forehead. Anyways, so that is the highlighter. And by that time, my scrub thing from Lush is all disintegrated. So I'm just going to take my lip liner from Morphe. This is Frenchie. And I'm just going to line my lips. And then I fill them in with the liner, because I'm going to wear a lipstick, so if the lipstick fades, it's there. Sorry, just 1 second. I noticed that there was a little bit of foundation from my mouth area here. Anyways, so I'm just gonna go over my powder brush because I just noticed I had some fallout from my eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna dust to fall away. Anyways, and then I have a lipstick. It's from Morphe as well. It's in my purse though. I don't know where my purse is though, but I usually put that on. Actually, my purse is right there. Let me go get that. Here's the lipstick. It's from Morphe. It's in the shade Wifey, and it's just a nude lip. Looks like this. And you know, and that is my look. I'm gonna put my glasses back on so I can actually see myself in the viewfinder. Whoop. And that's my everyday little makeup routine. I don't know if it stopped when I started talking about the blush, but here's the blush I use. It's the Milani Blossom Time Rose blush, and I just put it on the apples of my cheeks using an E43 brush from Morphe, and I just swish wash applesauce, etc. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you want more makeup tutorials, you guys voted on my Twitter, which I will put in the link below. Sorry, I just wanted to put more lipstick on for an everyday look, and this is my everyday look. But you know, you guys don't necessarily have to use like the same products that I do. It's your personal preference. And then what I usually do now is wash my hands, because I usually have foundation that's just sitting on the back of my hand. So yeah, I hope you guys all have a great day, afternoon, whatever, morning, whatever point of the day you're watching this video. So yeah, peace.